Clockwork, I heard as the clock turns, I sleep until the day works. What up guys, it's David Joe, welcome back to Jack That Back. Today we're going to be reacting to Ozzy Osbourne's Shot in the Dark video official. I don't know if it's actual, I don't know if there is an official video for it, but this is what it says is an official video. I'm going to have to keep it down a little bit because at this time of recording it is, I think, about 4 AM. So, you know, I'm a bit of a night owl, well, lately. So, I had an idea to do a reaction video all day, so, because I haven't really had nothing else to do. So yeah, Ozzy Osbourne Shot in the Dark official video, official, not official video. So, without further ado, I pause a lot and I talk a lot. If you don't like that, please go watch someone else's channel or watch the original video. Thank you and enjoy your stay. Let's do it.
Let's go, come on, we got a concert.
Quick reminder here, I know this is kicked in, I know, but I've heard this song before, just haven't seen the video. I love the song though, so if there's any about Ozzy Osbourne fans or 80s music fans, a lot of the Queen people have probably already heard some of this stuff anyway, so just kind of injecting some new life into this reaction channel. Because I don't want to do this one thing all the time, you know what I mean? Michael Malone did suggest doing some of my own music, which is a good idea. I might do it in a live stream sometime. Sounds so 80s now. Yeah, it's the video.
Hate for the kill, but it doesn't seem right. Something there I can't believe in. Voices are calling from inside my head. I can hear them, I can hear them. Vanishing memories of things that were said. They can't try to hurt me now. Shot in the dark. Why do you say?
That looks crazy, man. That looks absolutely crazy. I'm trying to keep my voice down here, I can't help it though. Yeah man, I love this song, I love this song. Quick little query, yeah, not really a question, but it's more an opinion. In my opinion, I don't know if you'll agree here, but you know 80s videos make people look a lot younger than they actually are. Because Ozzy Osbourne in the 80s was still in his late 30s, you know what I mean? Like, you'll be getting up there in years then. Like, as far as middle age, you know what I mean? Nowadays, if you see someone that's 45, 50, you can say it, you know what I mean? I don't know, but like, back in the 80s, everything looked so clean. So I don't know how, but like, the older quality somehow brings out like the youthfulness, I don't know. Because I'd look a lot younger if I had the 80s kind of look, you know what I mean? Like this. Because I look old as fuck. But anyway, let's do it. This style back then.
I can hear their empty reasons. I wouldn't listen. I learned how to fight. I opened up my mind to treason. But just like the wounded, and when it's too late, they remember, they'll surrender. Never again for the people who hate. Underestimating now. But a shot in the dark.
Jack That Back, man. I don't know why, I just love that fucking chorus so much.
Jack it! One step away from you.
say though, right, as much as I love the music, the videos from the 80s, some of them anyway, are so corny, and even the 90s were full of corny stuff. That may as well call the 90s the corny era, because like there was so much, like the styles and the way people were rapping, even like the way the things were saying and stuff, like just the way they act. Obviously the 80s is, you know, it is a bit corny as well, but I think the 90s is actually worse for that sort of stuff. Like, it's so, when you look back now you think, oh god, but like back then, you know, like that was the main thing, wasn't it? So solos from the 80s, you know. I've got to say as well, right, the 80s solos are always the best ones. Like, I think any solos from before the 2000s, like the 90s solos were good, the 80s solos were probably the best in my opinion, mainly due to the fact that the modern day now, even though there's a lot of good guitarists out there that still play their solos manually, if they miss a note or something, it's easily changed now. Like, you can literally take what you recorded in software now and put it up a note, down a note, time signature, making sure it fits perfect and everything. Back then it was just all down to you and your skill. Chat that back. Just at the right time. Nice groovy solo there. One thing about Ozzy Osbourne as well, and the 80s in general really, there was so much diversity. Like, look at this for example, right? In the 80s, and a long time before then as well, because Ozzy Osbourne, Queen, David Bowie, all them lot came around in the 70s, David Bowie in the 60s, them sort of times had so much diversity, because they're all doing different stuff. Like, during the 80s, David Bowie was doing these kind of like art pop kind of 80s pop songs, you know what I mean? But even the 80s pop songs all had a different sound to them. There's that many in my brain, I'm not going to name them all. But every band I listen to that happened to make stuff in the 80s or whatever, big in the 70s and 80s, all popped in the 80s. 80s music were all so different. Like, there was so much to choose from because there was so much more difference, there's so much diversity. Nowadays, everything just sounds the same. The pop songs I can predict. Like, literally, I was in the car with my girlfriend yesterday, saying the exact same thing. Like, it's like if I hear a rap tune on the radio, it all sounds the same. It's talking about how many girls they've had sex with or something, like, or the tune's a similar tune, like the same beat from another track I've heard. Like, it's just all similar recycled shit. Whereas back then, it was all unique. You had to make it from scratch. There wasn't as many samplers and software and computers that you could just, like me, sit here and make a tune out of. Like, there wasn't that advantage back then. You had to make it yourself, but you had to have talent back then to make a good song, a good album. You know what I mean? Nowadays you can do it on a computer and let that do the work for you. So yeah, that's my rant over.
One step away from you, shot in the dark. Nothing that you can do, shot in the dark. Always creeping up on you.
Style back then.
Just a shot in the dark.
Yeah, it's all about neon colours and that, wasn't it?
Just a shot in the dark.
Such a unique voice as well, man.
Just
I find.
Wow! Check it out. Is that Julie? No way. It's her.
Well, that was really cool, man. I love that. Like, I was like, I've listened to the song so many times, to be honest with you. I've got Spotify and stuff anyway, so he pops up on the plays. That video was really good, Under the Graveyard, which was released this year, by the way. He's still got it. I think that's his last album, to be rumoured anyway, rumoured to be his last album. The guy's 71, 72 now. So yeah man, he's kicking on now, but he's still going. How the hell he survived all the stuff he was doing was beyond us. But yeah, I haven't heard like stuff like Breaking All the Rules and stuff. Any Ozzy Osbourne stuff, I love Ozzy, so I've just literally going backwards in his catalogue now. So if anyone can recommend some songs for us to listen to, get them in the comments. But anyway, like I say, I had to keep it down today. Well, I'll say it today, but it's morning because it's quite late. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the video anyway guys. I'll see you next time, and peace.